I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie, and I'd like to welcome you all to my crafty space, where I hope you'll find something that will inspire you or help you along your crafty journey. And maybe it'll be useful to you, I hope. So today what I'm doing is this. As you know, I've been working on this magical adventure. So this is the little girl fairy journal, and I've put a few embellishments on this, but that, you know, is not where it's going to end, so there'll be more. Okay, for this, let me scooch it over a little bit. I wanted a fairy house, but inside a fairy house I wanted there to be rooms, right? So, and I wanted it to lay flat. So I think I've achieved that, but I still may put a Velcro dot at the corner. Undecided at this point. Okay, let me see, make sure I'm in shot. So inside the house there are rooms, and there are flaps. Am I still in shot? Okay, it's a pretty big open up deal, and then of course there's another door where you've got another little fairy. Okay. So inside these rooms in the house, there are little fairy cards. I'm just calling them fairy cards. They could be called journaling cards. They could be called whatever anyone wants to call them. But they're little cards that I used the Flower Fairy books. They come from several different books. From Cicely Mary Barker and her Flower Fairies. And what I did was, and I'll show you when I go to show you how to make this, I used the insides that I cut out for these windows to back the Flower Fairy book pages with. So yeah, and I made sure that they were going to fit all the way in their room, just in case they get sent to their room. They've got to stay in there. Okay. Anyways, lots of little fairy cards. So hopefully these are going to be loved by the you know, the granddaughter. Oh, there's one more room. This one's adorable, I think. She's just cute as a button. So all these rooms in here, this is the hinge part, so it doesn't, this is what's connecting it to the journal. So all this, okay, showed you all the rooms, all this stuff. Again, it lays pretty flat for something that could have been really bulky. Okay, so like I said, I may, just to keep it from flapping like when she's playing in the journal, I may put a Velcro dot just down in the corner. I have started decorating the outside of it with an old button top and another button top, and just, you know, little butterflies and some die cuts. There will be more, because, you know, it's got to be really pretty for my granddaughter, right? Okay, so we're going to make this, or I'm going to show you how to make this, because I have to make one for the little boy one too, right? So that one's done and in. Cute, cute. Ooh, little bits of stuff here and there. Okay, what we're going to do today is make this one. Hers is yellow and his is green. Okay. And this will sit on the front like the other one did, and open up and open up. Now I did put some of these on because you don't need to see me do it like a bajillion times. And the door, I figured I'd show you how to do that again, but it's not too complicated, and I did show you on a previous video how to do that. So we'll put this one on and such, but what I want to show you is how I got all the cutouts and stuff before we start digging into that. Okay, so of course me being me, I'm going to use a file folder, right? So I did the file folder, and I wanted it to fit fairly snugly on that page, you know, not too tall, because the house is a little squatty, you know. I liked the image, so I used that. So I wanted it to fit right on the page, and it is pretty snug. And if you're making one of these with this kit, go ahead on and put your whatever you're going to do for closure on first, so that you don't have to worry about moving it this way or that way or anything, and it's already there. You don't have to worry about it, right? So, okay, back to where we are. File folder. And what I did was I took this and I gave myself just a teeny bit of allowance around the picture, the image. This image is going to be in my kit. There'll be the yellow one and the green one, the paper pack that I'm working on. But you can use any picture, whatever picture you want to use. Just give yourself a little bit of room. Don't get too crowded, because who wants that kind of a challenge, right? Okay, so once you get your this part sorted out, which would be this side here, because that's where the picture would sit on the back, which looks like the back, but it's not the back, it's the front. Okay, so then you just make your flaps whatever size you want. You've got a file folder to work with, so you can use the rest of it, and that's what I did. I put this sort of centered-ish, I think it was 3 1/4 that I went in, and then put the picture down, then marked, and then went the rest of the file folder for the other flap. So it worked out that way. You don't have to be so, you know, super precise on this. It's a file folder. Cut it up the way you want it. Okay, this is my hinge, so it's going to be covered on this side, but not this side, because that's getting glued down to the journal. Okay, so now if you wanted your hinge to be bigger, then, you know, make it bigger. Whatever way you want it, you can do it that way. So once I got that established, my size and all my flaps, because to me I considered them rooms, you know, because when I went in to develop this, that was my thinking, that I was going to make a fairy house and it was going to have rooms. Okay, so excuse me. Then you start with whatever paper you're going to use. This is a paper that's going to be in my paper pack for my wildflowers. It's super cute and kind of dainty. I made the flowers and everything down to little twiggy size, little small ones. So there are some with them bigger and some with them smaller. This one's the smaller. So then you just put your paper on here, mark it, and there you go. Now on these, to get them to fold up right, you remember you're going to have to take just a little wedge off on these top sides, right? So you have to allow for that when you're cutting these out, and they may not be exactly perfect, and that's okay. We're not going for perfection. We're just about having fun, right? Okay, so it folds this way, and then this folds this way because it hinges on, and then it hinges this way. Okay, that's the way that goes. And this is the centerpiece for the middle, because this is what you put the door on, the big door on in the middle. Okay, so yep, this way, and this way. All right, I hope that wasn't too confusing. Okay, so now let's get on to putting this one together, so I'll have one for my little boy journal. Now this one is pretty close to, oh my gosh, why did I challenge myself that much, you know? So, but I wanted it to be pretty close, so that's just me being, you know, tedious, but that's okay. So we're going to get this down first. Let me get that door out of my way because I don't want to messed that up. Okay, so we're going to put this down first, and then we'll get on to this room. Okay. I did test my glue this time beforehand, mostly because I needed to fill it. And I was doing some final decorating. Well, it's not the final decorating, but I was doing final before the video decorating on the other one. So I thought, oh, now my glue is working, so hopefully it'll still be working. I hope. Now, I know you've seen me do this a few times now if you've watched any of my videos. So I do the edges because I like my edges to stick down really, really good. And the tape is good, but you never know if it's right all the way to the edge or maybe it's not, you know. I just want to be double sure. And I put glue on here so that if it's not exactly where I want it to go when I put it on there, I might have a slim opportunity of moving it just a little bit to get it where I want it to be. Okay, so, and don't put it upside down because that would be really annoying. Okay, it goes this way, I think. Yeah, it goes. Oh my word. Okay, and don't get my head in the camera. Okay, pretty close. Okay, there we are. Yeah, don't challenge yourself that much. I do things like that sometimes thinking, oh, it'll be fine. And then I go to do it and I go, oh, you know. So, anyways, there you go. That is down. Then we'll put the rest of this down and move on to the next room. Well, to the room. This is the outside. I thought about opening the door, and one could if one wanted to. But I didn't because I decided to put the big door inside. So I didn't do that. But you could open the door on the front of the house and have a little peekaboo type situation. I don't know. It's whatever a person would want to do. Okay, excuse my reach. I gotta get my roly doohickey. So I make sure I've got good adhesion all the way around. Okay. Good adhesion on my mat. Okay. Now, we've got our house down. Haha. Super cute. The little boy one is going to be cute too. Lots of, now I haven't got the little fairy cards made up yet, or I'd show them to you. Got lots of ideas, lots of fairies to work with. Oh my gosh, those books have so many fairies in them. And they fit in these, you know, these rooms, windows, whatever I end up calling them. Okay, so I've got these ones and these ones and these ones already down. This opens this way, and this one opens up one way or the it opens on one end. I know it does because I opened it on one end. Oh well, I'll sort that out in a minute. Oh, it opens on this end. I thought, oh no, I've glued the whole thing down. That would be awkward. It opens on that end. Okay, give yourself a panic attack. This one opens at the top. This one opens at the side. And this one is going to open at this side. Because, you know, that's where the little boy fairy is going to enter his room. Okay. Gosh. Now I have pre-taped this so that we don't take terribly long getting through this video. Okay. These are fun. And when I did these, I'll show you my process. I mean, it's really simple. Not hard to do at all. If you've got vellum, you can use any weight vellum really. I use the heavy weight vellum because children sometimes can get a little bit rougher on things than grown-ups, you know. So I'm you know, hedging my bets here. My granddaughter's not rough, but you never know with kids if they pull it out or it gets hung on something, or you know, whatever happens. And I wanted it to be durable and last for her so that she doesn't get disappointed and say, oh, Grandma, you made me junk. You know, well, it is a junk journal, but no, I'm just waffling on now. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you. What I do is I take the sheet of vellum, okay, and then I glue around the edges of the, and this is a paper pack cardstock. So it's not heavy cardstock, it's a lighter weight cardstock. And so I just glue around it. It's a little bit textured, which is something I like. I glue around the edges of my opening there of my room, and then I just put it down on the vellum. And once it's dry, you give it a minute, because with vellum it's going to crinkle up and you'll think, oh no, it's ruined, you know. But then, you know, you just press it down really good and let it dry, then cut it out all the way around, of course, so you have your opening and you can put that, you know, wherever you want it. Pretty simple. So whatever size you're using, just go with that. Okay, so next we're going to put our inside door in. I thought this guy was really cute. He looks, I don't know, valiant or something. He looks brave. Okay, so I didn't put the bigger door pull thingy, brad, on this one because I wanted it to lay flat. I'm all about it needs to be, you know, flat on this element because the journal's going to bulk up too big for me if I don't keep things flat. So that's where that's going to go. Let's go ahead and go it there. Okay. Yep. We get this down and we're just, what's that old saying? Cooking with gas or something. I don't cook with gas. Open flames and me are not a good idea. But okay. I'm doing well here. Okay. Okay. I'm excited about these fairy elements that are coming together really nicely. My brain seems to be working overtime on what I'm going to do next and next and next and next and, you know, next. So, pretty good. Don't put it upside down. Gosh. Sorry, that was an inside my head conversation. Don't put your head in the camera either. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Now on this, I will do a flatter-ish element to decorate his door. For her door, I did a, let me see, I did just a flat rose trim, just one piece, just to make it pretty, you know, because I like the pretty. So, okay. All right, so I'll do a flat piece of something. I don't know. I'll find something, you know. So, I think these doors are fun, 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 and they give us so many options and open so many doors. I know, I'm being silly and punny, but, you know, who doesn't love a good pun? People who don't love a good pun. Okay, so here we go. There we are. Get that down. He is in the house. Okay, I think my grandson's really gonna love this. I'm trying to think of all kinds of interactive things that will be just great for them. Yeah, and lay flat. Yeah, this one goes over. This one will go in the journal. So there you go. And I may ink around this just a little bit more. I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I'll decide at the moment of placing it in the journal, right? Okay. So we've got this. Still working on that paper pack. It's coming along pretty good. So this one is going to go. Let me move some stuff out of my way. Okay. Let me find the boy one. I've got several different projects I'm working on, and they're sort of trying to merge into each other or something. I don't know. Anyways, okay. Here we go. This one is going to go here. And lay flat right there. The house. Then you've got doors and doors. So I thought that goes together, right? Okay. Anyways, that's where that's going to go later on today when I get to that part. Okay. So I've got fairy cards to make and such. Much fun going on in my house. I hope you guys are having fun with your crafting. Because as I've said before, I sure as heck am having fun with mine. I get glue all over my fingers too. So that's what happens though when you craft, right? You get crafty and gluey. Okay, so I hope you find something useful in what I'm doing, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the freebies that I'm putting up on my website. Don't forget to go grab whatever freebies are on there. I know I just put up a, so I'm filming ahead, so I put up a freebie for the 3-pocket this morning, and I think that one's darn cute. So, yeah, julieworthington.com. Probably be better to let you look at the pretty pictures of the pretty stuff instead of my spanky fingers with my glue all over them. Okay, that's prettier, right? Okay, julieworthington.com. Freebies tab at the top, and I am being allowed by the great and powerful Facebook to put some pictures on my page on Facebook, the Bookshelf by Julie. So they get a little weird sometimes. Anyways, there you go. So get your freebies. This kit is going to be out soon. All these doors and houses and all these things are going to be in the kit. And hopefully you guys will have a good play as well. If you can find it in your heart to like and subscribe to my channel, that would just be wonderful and awesome. And I'm grateful for every one of you that clicked on that subscribe button and like button and just watched. That's good too. Just, you know, if you just want to just watch, that's good. So yeah, thanks for watching. TTFN.